Next braid we're going to do is the visible braid. This is F21 in your procedure book. Visible braid is also known as the Dutch braid. Sometimes they call them cornrows just by taking smaller sections to do it. And underhand braid. So you're going to start out again, and we have it parted down the middle, and we're going to take 3 sections, but instead of going overhand like we did with the invisible, we're going to go under each time. Okay, first 3 times are a couple without doing adding, and then we're going to add again from the hairline to the middle part, and then opposite side, same thing, middle part to that middle. Try to keep the braid positioned right in the middle of your section. Make sure when you're picking up your pieces on either side, you want to make sure that you're getting, parallel, like where I'm picking from here, I'm picking up and balancing it from this side. The more defined, smaller sections, again, that's what makes it look like cornrowing, or that's what cornrowing is, just taking thinner sections. But this one is called, like I said, the visible braid, because you'll see a difference between it and the invisible. The invisible, it kind of blended into the hair, where this one, it looks like the braid is like laying right on top and it's attached. But again, you're picking up, adding to, and alternating. And my key with this one to figure out which section is next, it's the opposite of what we did before. Before it was the one that was on the bottom. This one, which section is on the top most? Because it goes bottom, middle, top. So the one on the right is my top one. That's the one I'm going to be adding to. And then it becomes the new middle. Every time you add to it, it becomes the new middle when you fold it over. So again, which is the uppermost top is the one on the left. So that way I know that's the one that I need to add to next. It's just a good way if you kind of get lost with all the sections and think, you don't know which one you need to add to. Just kind of stop, regroup, and check that out. Again, you want to try to keep your fingers close, your hands close to the scalp, and I'm using a lot of tension pulling. If you want it tight, you're going to have to really pull on that hair. Okay. You got to keep your fingers and knuckles out from underneath there too, or that'll make it lift out. Oops. Okay. Continue down. And again, with this one, if you're doing one on either side, you need to make sure that they are centered. You want to try to work on keeping it close to the scalp, working out any little lumps or bumps that you might have in it, and practice. You want to really challenge yourself, try doing these in little tiny strips. But it's a very pretty braid. A lot of options to this. This is where they get part of how they do the pancake braid too. And I'll show you just how to convert that in just a second. But it is a basic visible braid. Visible meaning because you can see the braid. Overhand, also known as a Dutch. Bring it all down and then put your clip into it. Okay, and I've got both on my sides. Okay, so you can see them both. Right? Let me show you, like if you wanted to try to do that pancake braid, you can do this as you are braiding. This is once you get really good at it. You just kind of, as you braid a few sections, you're going to pull it apart. And it gives it that nice flat pancake look to it, which is really pretty. And then you can bring it up and around, style it, whatever you want.